Hello everyone. Today we will be looking at execution of React props, events, list, forms, and router DOM. Okay. So here in the previous program we have seen how to create a React project. Now we will be seeing how to make use of props. Okay, so here is one more project which will be letting us know, which will be demonstrating props, events, lists, forms, and router functionalities. Okay, so for this, I have built a task manager application. This application will allow users to add tasks and display them in a list, and even you can delete tasks. I'll show you how does what will be the output. See here, this is the task manager application where when you click on task, you will be landing on this page. Here, when you give some task and add task, that will be added here, and we can even delete the task. So here I am showing how are we passing the values when I am adding something here. How are we and clicking the button, that is event handling. Okay, and when we are it is whenever we have added a task, it is adding into the list, and that list is being shown here. And whatever we have created, this is a form. Okay, and how are we, see here I have given an home page and task page to show you about the router functionality. Okay, so here we are going to see props, events, lists, forms, and router functionality. So for that, I have built a task manager application which will be allowing users to add tasks, display them in a list, okay, and delete task. So now we will see how to create an application. So we all know how to create a React application. So you need to go to the command prompt. Here you need to give create, sorry, npx create React hyphen app and application name. Okay, whatever application name you want to put it, I have kept it as task manager. Okay, and now you start in this, once it is been React application has been started, then you say get into that folder, that application folder, and say in the terminal npm start. Okay, now I'll show you the basic structure of how the structure of your application. See, task manager is my application name. Here you have seen, once I said npm start, you will be finding node modules and all, and public folder you will be seeing here. Public folder we will be using to store local images, okay, images, logos, whatever you want. And the source folder consists of the app.js, our main file, index.js, okay, and styling part we are going to put it. Okay, so we will create a simple structure for our application where users can add task with a form. The task list will be displayed, each task can be deleted. Okay, our structure, as I told you, in the source we are having app.js and index.js. And when you see the components, see, here are the components in source folder. We are having components folder. So if you see, there is a task.js, task form.js, task list.js. So we have created a list, we have created a form. From the form, we are entering whatever values are being entering, that we are passing to the list. Okay, and that list is being displayed to you on the web browser. Okay, on the page. Okay, that is our task. And whenever you are clicking on delete button, it has to delete it. So these are the three components that we are created. So first after creating the task, so after creating the structure, you create a components folder under components folder, create taskform.js. In taskform.js, for adding task, this here we are going to write. See, I'm using use state to maintain the state of the stateful value. Okay, here I am creating a function called task form, which will be taking adding on task. Okay, add on task, where on add task, whenever it is you are adding, clicking on the button, okay, add task, then this function will be triggered, which will be adding the task. Okay, and reset the input field, reset the input field to be empty. Okay, the task is been added. So now what it will be returning here? So if you see, it is going to return a form where a button is there which has to be handled. Okay, so that button name is submit, right? What we have seen, submit a task, add task we have given. Okay, add task. Okay, now see, that has to be exported so that it could be used in any other files or any other files. Okay, so next is task.js for displaying individual task.js, which will be telling you for displaying individual task, it will be taking making use of list. Okay, in that we are giving the task. Okay, whatever we have added, that task will be added here, and the button just beside it to delete, it is going to show. Okay, and again we are exporting this file. And next is task list.js for listing all the tasks whatever we have added, that has to be listed out, that is task, and that should be displayed over there. Okay, so this is the code. And in all these routes, all these components, see, we have to integrate in app.js. So here I am using, see, importing whatever components we have written, that has to be imported here. Okay, that has to be imported here, that is task form, task list. Okay, and browser router I am using router dom. Okay, so and next is I have written see, here there is a, by default, whatever we got this um, css styling part. Okay, that we are importing. Okay, and our main function, that is app functional component application, which will be setting the task. Okay, task and setting the task, that use state has to be maintained. Okay, and here is our home link, welcome to the task manager, whatever how our front page looks, our application looks, that will be, see, what has to be seen here, that we have written in app.js. Okay, so now after writing all the code, okay, now adding react router is, router dom is optional one. Okay, you can install react router and create different pages like home, task list, etc. Okay, in app.js, it is used for routing purpose. Okay, and run and test the application by saying npm start here in your terminal. Go to in your make sure that you are in the project uh, directory only. There you say npm start, then your application will start like this. Okay, here you can go on, add your task. Okay, or delete your tasks. Okay, whatever we have written, this is about your task applications. Okay, thank you all, keep learning.